Hello everyone, JohnnyThunderEAS&Weather here with your Day 1 Fire Weather Outlook. We have a serious risk for fire spread today across the plains. There is an extreme fire weather risk today, and I mean extreme fire weather risk today covering northeastern Colorado, northwestern Kansas, and west central Nebraska. That's where we have an extreme fire weather risk today. Cities in the extreme fire weather risk today include North Platte, Nebraska, Sterling, Colorado, and Fort Morgan, Colorado. We have a critical fire weather risk today covering south central South Dakota, parts of Nebraska, southeastern Wyoming, far southeastern Wyoming, I should say, parts of Colorado, much of the western half of Kansas, western Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Panhandle, northwestern Texas, and far northeastern New Mexico. Here we have a critical fire weather risk today. Cities in the critical fire weather risk today include Aurora, Colorado, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Centennial, Colorado, and Greeley, Colorado. And finally, we have an elevated fire weather risk today covering parts of far eastern Wyoming, parts of South Dakota, far northwestern and eastern Nebraska, central Kansas, central Oklahoma, western Texas, eastern New Mexico, and central Colorado. Here we have the elevated fire weather risk today. So, in synopsis, the first in a series of mid-level troughs will eject into the plains today, resulting in the rapid deepening of a surface low over the northern plains, with pronounced surface troughing over the remainder of the plain states. The combination of strong isobaric and downslope flow associated with this weather pattern will promote a broad area of surface conditions highly supportive of significant, dangerous wildfire spread potential. So, for the Central High Plains, as the surface low deepens over the northern plains, sustained westerly winds should peak in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range with higher gusts for several hours, coinciding with boundary layer mixing and subsequent relative humidity reductions down to the 10 to 15% range in spots, warranting widespread critical highlights. Extremely critical highlights remain in place where guidance consensus continues to show the longest-term overlap of 30-plus mile-per-hour sustained westerly winds and at least 15% or lower relative humidity atop fuels with ERCs approaching or exceeding the 90th percentile. Such conditions will support the potential for very rapid and dangerous wildfire spread. As for the southern high plains, widespread westerly surface winds of at least 25 to 30 miles per hour should become common by afternoon as a near 120-knot, 500 millibar jet streak overspreads the region. Concern remains for mid and high-level cloud cover to accompany the jet streak, which may deepen relative humidity reductions, i.e. 25 to 30%, particularly west of the Amarillo, Texas longitude. Even with a more moist scenario, the strong winds atop very dry fuels will compensate to support critical wildfire spread conditions. East of Amarillo, relative humidity should drop to at least 15 to 20%, suggesting that high-end critical conditions will develop and support significant rapid wildfire spread potential. So, that's your Day 1 fire weather outlook. And before I forget, I also want to mention that I am filling in for Braven Reamer. As he is busy and will not be able to do the Day 1 fire weather outlook. So I am filling in for Braven Reamer. Stay safe in the effect areas today, and remain vigilant. Remain highly vigilant, especially if you're in the critical and especially the extreme fire weather risk areas today. You want to remain very, very vigilant in the extreme and even the critical. So, if I were you, whether you're in the elevated, critical, or extreme fire weather risk areas, gather supplies immediately, such as food, water, clothing, toiletries, medical supplies, a flashlight, a cell phone, phone chargers, extra batteries, flashlights, and a battery-powered radio, as well as cell phones, in the event that you need to evacuate on a moment's notice. Okay? Because fire can start and spread quickly. And please avoid outdoor burning. Please avoid outdoor burning, whether you're in the extreme, critical, or elevated fire weather risk areas for today. Okay? Please avoid outdoor burning in all risk areas, especially the critical and especially the extreme fire weather areas. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground, whether or not they're lit. Because 1, that's littering. 2, one little spark is all it takes for a fire to start and spread quickly. And make sure your cigarette is fully out before you throw it away. So, again, remain safe even whether you're in the elevated, critical, or the extreme fire weather risk areas. Still remain extremely vigilant, especially if you're in the critical and even the especially the extreme fire weather risk areas. Okay, so be extra prepared today, because this is one of the most serious fire weather risk days in a while. So you really want to remain vigilant in the elevated and especially the critical and the extreme fire weather risk areas. So again, I am filling in for I am filling in for Braven Reamer. I repeat, I'm filling in for Braven Reamer for the Day 1 fire weather outlook today. So remain safe and vigilant in these areas today, and I will have my Day 2 fire weather outlook video this afternoon. Take care.